Welcome everybody. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we delve into a topic that affects the choices we make at the dining table: mercury in fish and its impact on human health. We'll also learn about the most harmful types of fish you should stay away from. So grab your notebooks, because we're about to explore the hidden threat lurking in our seafood. Mercury puzzle. Mercury is a toxic heavy metal that can be found in various forms in the environment. It is released into the air by industrial processes and then can settle in water bodies. In aquatic environments, mercury undergoes chemical transformations and can accumulate in fish and other seafood. When humans consume fish that contain high levels of mercury, it can have adverse effects on human health. Fish shift. The primary form of mercury that accumulates in fish is methylmercury, which is a highly toxic organic compound. Methylmercury builds up in fish as they feed on smaller organisms that are also contaminated with this compound. When humans consume fish that contain high levels of methylmercury, it can be absorbed into the bloodstream through the digestive system. Once in the body, methylmercury can have many harmful effects. Health risks. There is evidence to suggest links between mercury exposure and the following diseases. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us. Neurological effects. Methylmercury primarily targets the nervous system. It can lead to cognitive and developmental problems in developing fetuses and young children whose nervous systems are still developing. It can cause problems with attention, memory, language, and fine motor skills. Cardiovascular effects. Some studies suggest that high levels of mercury exposure may contribute to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, including hypertension, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Reproductive influences. Methylmercury can also affect reproductive health in both men and women. It may affect fertility and fetal development, resulting in birth defects and developmental disabilities. Other health problems. Mercury exposure can also cause symptoms such as muscle weakness, sensory disturbances, such as tingling or numbness, and impaired immune system function. The extent of the health risks depends on various factors, including the level of mercury in the fish consumed, the frequency of consumption, the age and health status of the individual, and the type of fish eaten. Larger predatory fish that are at the top of the food chain tend to have higher levels of mercury due to biomagnification, as mercury concentrations increase as it moves up the food chain. So, how can we protect ourselves? To reduce the risk of mercury exposure, caution is recommended about the types and amounts of fish consumed, especially for pregnant women, nursing mothers, and young children. Government health agencies often provide guidelines for the safe consumption of fish, advising individuals to choose fish that contain lower levels of mercury, such as smaller species and those known to have less mercury in them. Here are 10 types of fish that were identified in the past as harmful for consumption due to concerns about high levels of mercury or other contaminants. Sharks. Sharks can contain high levels of mercury and other pollutants due to their position at the top of the ocean food chain. Swordfish. Like sharks, swordfish can accumulate high levels of mercury, making it a potential health risk from frequent consumption. King mackerel. King mackerel can contain elevated levels of mercury, especially larger individuals. Tilefish. Some species of tilefish, especially those from the Gulf of Mexico, can contain high levels of mercury. Orange roughy. These deep-sea fish are often overfished and can have high levels of mercury due to their long lifespan. Bluefin tuna. Bluefin tuna are overfished and can contain significant levels of mercury, but sustainably caught alternatives might be available. Chilean sea bass. This species is often caught illegally and unsustainably, contributing to overfishing and potential population decline. Grouper. Some grouper species are considered to have high levels of mercury and are caught in ways that harm the ocean's ecosystems. Marlin. Like other large predatory fish, marlin can accumulate mercury and contaminants in their tissues. Canned tuna, especially albacore. While tuna is a popular fish, certain types, like albacore, can have higher mercury content. Opting for smaller tuna species or sustainable brands can be a better choice. List of other fish species considered harmful due to their effects on nature and us. Let's get to know her. Invasive predators. Our first group of harmful fish species includes invasive predators that wreak havoc on local ecosystems. Take the lionfish, for example. With its striking appearance and venomous spines, it may look interesting, but it is a major threat to coral reefs and local fish populations. Disruptive invaders. Moving on, we have destructive invaders like the Asian carp. These fast-growing fish outpace native species in terms of resources, leading to imbalances in food chains. This affects not only fish populations, but also the livelihoods of communities that depend on healthy aquatic ecosystems. Toxic threats. Now, let's talk about the types of fish that pose a direct threat to human health due to their toxic traits. The stonefish, often called the most venomous fish in the world, hides in plain sight of the ocean floor. Stepping on one of its venomous spines can cause excruciating pain and even more severe reactions. Cooking warnings. While some types of fish may be tempting at the dinner table, they do come with a caveat. Blowfish, for example, contains powerful toxins, such as tetrodotoxin, which can cause paralysis and death if not properly prepared by skilled chefs. It's a reminder of the delicate balance between culinary curiosity and potential danger. Unique adaptations. Not all types of harmful fish are harmful to humans. Some, like the electric eel, have remarkable adaptations. These creatures can generate electric shocks of up to 600 volts to stun prey and defend themselves. An interesting example of the diversity of nature. Responsible awareness. As a fish lover, it is essential to stay informed and responsible. Whether it's to avoid interactions with toxic fish, support conservation efforts to reduce invasive species, or respect local regulations, we play a vital role in keeping our aquatic environments healthy. Remember, with our love of seafood comes a responsibility to stay on top of what's on our plate. Mercury in fish can have far-reaching health consequences, but armed with knowledge, we can make choices that support well-being. If you find this information valuable, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our most insightful content. Thanks for following along, and until next time, stay healthy and stay informed.